What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcoming you to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. Again, I apologize, a little late, later than usual. Like I said, the work life kind of getting in the way a little bit, but hey, it's all good. I'm here, ready to go, talking about this past week's Raw, which is more of a build up to Elimination Chamber, a little bit of build up to WrestleMania, as well as the AJ Styles retirement tribute. And of course, this all took place at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, AJ's home state at least. He was lived and raised in Gainesville, Georgia. I think he was actually born in North Carolina or something like that, if I remember correctly. But either way, he's always called Georgia home, and home is where he is. So we will get to that. So let's get to it. First segment. Open up, had Corey Graves and Michael Cole open up, say, hey, we're here to celebrate the career of AJ Styles. Gunther comes in, interrupts the whole party, says, hey, I don't know why you people want to celebrate, a loser like AJ Styles, but you people like losers. You like Cena, you like Goldberg, and AJ as well. You should be celebrating me. I'm a winner. By that time, Adam Pearce came in and said, no, we're not doing this today. Get to the back. Actually, no, leave the arena. I have my boys escort you out of the arena. He brought his boys out. Gunther was walking to the back, and at the entrance was attacked by Dragon Lee. They fought out to the back. Then after that, after they finally got Dragon Lee off of Gunther, that was kind of in the back, I guess, parking area. Not parking area, but the inside the building. What do I want to say? Anyway, the open space back there, I guess the loading, unloading area. But then appeared Cody Rhodes. He kind of looked at Gunther, smiled, and gave Adam Pearce a little pat, then headed to the ring. And he said, hey, I know what everybody wants to talk about tonight. It is to celebrate AJ Styles. Cody did get a good pop as well from the whole hometown crowd. He was born and raised in Marietta, Georgia. Even though his dad was born and raised in Austin, Texas, Dusty was living in Marietta, Georgia at the time. But before we get to it, here comes the Vision. Austin Theory said, hey, I'm ashamed to be from Atlanta, Georgia. Logan Paul got on the mic, said Atlanta folks don't have any common sense. Said Bronson Reed will win the chamber after he wins the qualifier and go on to WrestleMania and defeat Drew McIntyre. Then, the Vision will pretty much take over SmackDown as well. Cody said, hey, I think I might know somebody might have something to say about that. And of course, here comes the music. It hits. Time for the three-way qualifying match. It is Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and the OG, the original El Gran Americano. I was about to say El Gran Apollo, but my bad. Uso and Grande did pretty good job of isolating Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed would make several comebacks, kind of just overpower him. But during the course of the match, El Gran Americano, sorry folks, I'll get it out in a minute, hit the top rope headbutt on Jey Uso, went for the pin. Bronson Reed broke it up, but in breaking it up, it looked like he hurt his arm, and now we know he torn his bicep. So he officially out of the match now. This leaves Grande and Uso to go at it. Uso hit the spear after that, followed by the Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. And it is Jey Uso qualifying for the Elimination Chamber match. After this, we had a segment with Liv Morgan. She's still a little upset by what Stephanie Van Vancouver said to her last week. But they brought out Jade Cargill and Stephanie Van Vancouver so she can make her final decision. Looked at Stephanie and said, hey, look, I did take it hard, but, didn't realize how hard you had to work and all that stuff. So now I got to, build a better me. I got to do better and write my own story. And she kind of faced Jade Cargill, but turned around and nailed Stephanie Van Vancouver with a microphone, then hit the Oblivion. And pretty much that's her decision now. She is going after the WWE Women's World Championship. So it'll be Liv and Stephanie Van Vancouver at WrestleMania. Should be a good one. After that, we had Maxine Dupree versus Natalia. Wasn't much to this match. They brawled inside the ring a little. Well, they wrestled inside the ring a little bit. Went outside. In the process, Natty kicked Maxine Dupree off, causing her to hit the post. Knocked her out. Natty kept on attacking her, but referees and officials kind of backed her off. But Natty will wind up winning this due to Maxine Dupree not being able to continue. So referee stoppage is the official word. Next up, we have Brock Lesnar. He came out to the ring with the Wise Man, the Oracle, his agent, Paul Heyman. And they pretty much talked about, hey, it used to be two WrestleManias, WrestleMania main events. One would be the world title match or heavyweight title match. The other would be the streak on the line with the Undertaker. Well, once Brock Lesnar entered that streak, now the main event's changed. Now it's like the title match and who will be the next victim for Brock Lesnar. So they pretty much list all the dates of what between now and WrestleMania where Brock Lesnar will be appearing and say, hey, the challenge open. Who's got the guts to come face him? Should be, I don't know. What are you folks saying? You think it might be Obi Fima? Is Brock going to give him that kind of rub this early, or maybe Gunther? That might be interesting. So, not sure. Like I said, folks, let me know what you think. Who might be facing Brock Lesnar or accepting the open challenge of Brock Lesnar for a WrestleMania match. All right, let's take a quick little commercial break and be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. If you made it this far in the video, you're having fun. You folks know what to do. Everybody says this, so let's go through the whole routine. If you enjoy it, click on that like button. Also, leave me a comment. Give me your opinions on anything I talk about tonight. Ask questions, or just drop a friendly hello. That's always cool as well. Also, if you enjoy listening to a fan, just like you folks at home, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, click on that subscribe button. Now, back to our program. All right, next matchup, we have Javon Evans versus Kofi Kingston. Javon is brought to the ring with Offset, and I can honestly tell you, couldn't name me one song, but anyway, he's, I guess, multi-Grammy winning, whatever, as well. I think he's doing the official song of the Elimination Chamber. Match right here was not as crisp as I thought it would be. Um, I've seen other former wrestler podcaster, kind of talk about it. Say he kind of looks a little nervous out there, especially at the big stage at the Royal Rumble. Make sure he didn't want to mess up. I can kind of see that here a little bit, but hey, young kid, I think he'll outgrow it. Everybody does. But yeah, this one, as Chris or as smooth as match I thought it was going to be, but it was decent. Um, Kofi had the advantage for a while. Then Evans made a comeback, went for the moonsault, kind of landed a little funny. Kept they start favoring his leg. I was like, oh crap, we got another third injury, one to work, two legit injuries. So, uh, but Javon was able to continue. Like I said, he was seconded by Offset, who threw Xavier and Grayson over the table. Javon took advantage of the distraction, nails Kofi Kingston with that OG cutter for the win. So hopefully he's not hurt. I ain't heard anything else about him being hurt. Definitely Bronson Reed, he's out, but Javon there, I think he's pretty much got to be in there to be the Daredevil. So hopefully he gets a pretty good pep talk and doesn't get too nervous because if he's going to be the Daredevil of the match, that's not time to be nervous. It's time to just go for it. Anyway, you know what time it is. It is Punkster time. Yes, the Punkster came out. CM Punk being cheered by his Punkamaniacs. And of course, he gets in the ring and addresses the Punkamaniacs on the What's If Brothers. What if? What if Roman Reigns was here? Which he wasn't. What if? What if Kal-El landed in the Soviet Union instead of America in Kansas? What if Pepsi defeated Coke? What if? Okay, I made the last two up. But anyway, did kind of this one F promo. But hey, brothers, just gotta remember, all you Punkin Maniacs, he is the best in the world. And what is Finn gonna do? And Roman Reigns going to do when the Punkster runs wild on them. There we go. All right. Next up, we got the three-way for the women's Elimination Chamber match. It is Io Sky versus Kairi Sane versus Raquel Rodriguez. Kind of like a repeat of the men's, the two small ladies, Io Sky and Kairi Sane, did what they could to kind of take Raquel Rodriguez out of it, kept it 1-1 as much as they can to themselves. But in the end, it was Kairi Sane who knocked Io Sky off the top rope, went for the insane elbow on Raquel Rodriguez, but Raquel put the feet up. She hits the feet, not the knees, of Raquel Rodriguez. She followed up with a Tijuana bomb and going to the last slot of the women's Elimination Chamber match is Raquel Rodriguez. So I dig it. I can almost say I definitely want Raquel to win. That'll be pretty cool. All right. Now time for the segment everybody's been waiting on, especially the Atlanta crowd. It is the farewell segment for AJ Styles. Before he came out, they did a nice little video, used Creed's Higher. Not understand the Creed renaissance of lately. I remember, gosh, yeah, I hate to date myself, but I've already told you people, I'm old. But what's the deal? Why is everybody liking on Creed now all of a sudden? Uh, I remember back in the day, I had the first CD. It was okay. I had a pretty couple good rocking songs, but I guess they hit that format, and whoever their handlers and managers were said, all right, you got hired, and you got to have a string of songs that sounds just like that. So, uh, so it got kind of overplayed, and everybody heard about Scott Sapp being kind of a jerk. But anyway, I digress about that. It's about AJ Styles. He addresses the crowd, talks about how he wrestled all over the world. Um, Said he has the best wife in the world. Now he gets that's his major flex. Now he gets to be home more because he the typical speech. He missed baseball games, missed uh, first walks, birthdays, and all that good stuff. He said he didn't want to take the gloves off in Saudi Arabia. He wanted to come back home to Atlanta and do it there. That's what he did. Said thank you to the crowd. Crowd, of course, cheer for him. Here comes all the wrestlers in the back. Then the lights went out. Undertaker's music hits. Here comes the American Badass. He comes to a ring, kind of jokes around with him a little bit. Say, hey, you just gonna leave this here? Uh, he said, if I can remember it correctly, I didn't write it down. He said, used to. This is the Undertaker. Undertaker said, used to when you see me, you were gone. Nowadays, when you see me, it means you're going. And going means going to the WWE Hall of Fame. Yes, they announced it right there. The newest inductee to the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame is AJ Styles. Big pop from the crowd. Uh, Pretty good moment for him. A little sooner than I thought it was going to be, but definitely, definitely deserving. 10 years there. He even said in his farewell speech, it's kind of poetic. He started at the 2026 or 2016 Royal Rumble, and his last match is at the 2026 Royal Rumble. Of course, he talked about his TNA days and, uh, some of the people he wrestled against. But I do remember when he first came to the WWE, they put him on SmackDown, went to a Raw, and I think it's still called Phillips Arena at the time. I'm not sure. I can't remember if they fully switched to State Farm yet. Anyway, it's the same building, just different name. So I'm not sure. Hit me up in the comments. Do they still do this on Raws? Do they still have the like a post Raw match? Just kind of a little extra for the crowd. But anyway, they had this there. It was a 6-man tag. I think it was Cena, Roman Reigns, or somebody. Might have been Enzo or somebody like that. Then on the other side, I actually can't remember who it all was. But the final person who was announced on the other side's 6-man tag was AJ Styles, and the crowd popped huge. And this, like I said, this was in Atlanta, Georgia, AJ's home. People seeing him, go from wrestling in a small little building in Cornelia, Georgia, to TNA to New Japan. Now they got to see him in a WWE ring. So I think everybody in Atlanta was proud of him at that moment. But you talking about just a huge pop when that music hits and he came out, and I mean we're talking, you had John Cena, and I want to say it was Roman Reigns as well in that 6-man tag, but he was supposed to be the heel, and he got the babyface reaction the whole match. I mean, you can definitely feel the seats rumble when it was natural pops, nothing piped in or anything. The whole crowd popped and cheered AJ Styles. So I'll probably wind up repeating that tomorrow. But anyway, that does it for this week's WWE Raw Recap. Hope you folks enjoyed. Hope you folks have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now, don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.